ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा। So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the manual of life. So before we proceed ahead, I would like to ask you devotees what we discussed yesterday. Please share something, recall it. Hare Krishna. Yes, who would like to unmute themselves and discuss what we discussed yesterday? Okay, Asta Mataji is telling, like we have Prime Minister who controls the whole country. Similarly, whole universe is controlled by the Supreme God. This we did that. This exercise we did yesterday. Our national government versus universal government. Just like in our national government, we have so many different kinds of departments who take care of citizens by supplying various necessities. Similarly, a universal government also, the Lord, Supreme Director, Prime Minister, the Supreme King. He has created so many different departments managed by different demigods like Indra, Chandra, Varuna, Surya, and they take care of basic necessities of the living entities in this universe. Okay, good, very nice. What else we discussed yesterday? Can anybody tell? Okay, mainly this point was there. So are there any questions regarding last session which we discussed last few days? If there are some questions, you can ask. So we also discussed statements by renowned scientists on existence of supreme intelligent being behind this creation. Yes, Albert Einstein, Isaac Newton, Heisenberg, Max Born, Ramanujan, all these great scientists and mathematicians, they all believed in the existence of God. So we also discussed about that yesterday. Okay. Anything else? Anyone else would like to share something from yesterday's discussion? Or if anyone is having any questions till now in our last 5 sessions, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll start a new session today. So till now we discussed existence of soul, that we are not this body, we are a spirit soul. And also we discussed existence of God. These 2 sessions we covered till now. And all these 2 sessions we covered based on, not from scriptural references, but based on our own observations, our own logics and reasonings, and citing some statements from famous personalities, especially scientists and mathematicians. So we discussed in this way. But now, most important thing is, even if somebody may understand that there is God, there is soul, but it's not at all possible to know exactly what soul is, or to know exactly who God is, simply by our own reasoning power or our own logics, our own scientific researches. It's not at all possible. With our logics, reasons, and intelligence, and with scientific researches, we can only understand that we are not this body, we are spirit soul, and we can only understand that there must be some God, somebody who controls everything. But through all these things, means logic, intelligence, and researches, it's not at all possible to know exactly what the soul is, what is the constituents of soul is, and to know exactly who God is, what is his name, where does he live, why he has created this world, what does he expect from us, and what we are supposed to do. It's not possible. For this, we need to refer something which is authorized, bona fide scripts, bona fide scripts or scriptures given by God, where he himself tells us that what does he expect from us, what is the purpose of creation, and who is he. So that is why our third session, which is very, very important, to understand the manual of life, like scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, which can direct us towards the Supreme God. Just like, for example, if anybody who goes to an institute like a school, college, or organization, so just by going there and simply observing, using his own intelligence and logics and reasonings, and he remains there for a few hours, so he can very nicely understand, come to the conclusion, this organization or this institution is well managed by some group of means heads or managers are there, management team is there, they are very intelligently managing all these things. This can be concluded by any person. He doesn't require to know who the manager, who the director or principal. Let's, for example, some school is there. So, to one can very, if just he visits the school and observe the activities there, he can understand that in this school some principal is there. The person, main director, head of the school is there, who is managing or organizing the activities of the school very nicely. But nobody with his own logics or reasoning, he can never know who the principal is, who the director is, or and he can never know what is his behavior, what is his likings, disliking, how does he look like, and what is his motivation, what aims he has, what does he expect from the children of the school. He cannot understand simply by his own observations. And for this, if he wants to know who the principal is and what does he expect and what is his mission and vision, how does he look like, where does he belong, and what is his hobbies, liking, disliking, all these things. If he wants to know, then he has to personally go and meet the principal, sir, or he has to find somebody from that school, some teacher, some representative of the principal who knows all these things and who can tell him. This is the only way. Or he can go to visit website where the description, where the details about the principal has been mentioned. So in this way only he can understand. Similarly, with our own logics and reasoning, we can know or understand that there is God within this creation who is managing everything. Like we did already in last 4 to 5 sessions, we did this only with our observations, logics, and reasonings. We tried to understand that yes, there must be some God. But with our this kind of ascending process of acquiring knowledge, this is known as ascending process of acquiring knowledge. In this session, we are going to discuss about it more detail. So with this kind of way of gaining knowledge, we can never know who the God is, what is his name, what does he want from us, and details about him. So for this, we need to approach 2 kinds of sources, rather 3, we can say 3 kinds of sources. First is either we get an opportunity, direct opportunity with the Lord himself, if he comes and tells about himself. Just like in this category, Arjuna was fortunate. Arjuna had this opportunity, this fortune, that he directly heard everything from Krishna himself. So in this category, Arjuna and some few more devotees, very exalted devotees, they got this opportunity. Like Lord Brahma got, Uddhava got this opportunity, Arjuna got this opportunity, Mother Devahuti got this opportunity from his own son, who was incarnation of Lord, known as Lord Kapil Dev, and similarly few more examples. But in general, like us, we don't get such opportunity so easily. It is quite possible for us also, but not in this stage. In this, we need to have some qualification to have direct audience with the Supreme Lord. But it is quite possible because every one of us are actually part and parcel of Krishna. We are sons of Krishna. So he's our supreme well-wishing friend, he is our supreme father. So naturally, he is inclined to give his audience, his darshan to every living entity. But we have there are certain qualifications which we need to acquire before we can have the audience of the Lord. So, but even without qualification to have direct audience with the Supreme Lord, we have 2 ways by which we can know about him. And those 2 ways are, first is scriptures, and second is his pure devotees who have actually had his direct audience, who have realized him. These 2 sources are, and out of these 2 sources, The first one is scriptures. They tell us official details of the Supreme Lord. That means the Lord is the creator. His name is Krishna, is the supreme creator. Narayana, he is also known as Narayana. He gave knowledge to Lord Brahma. He created this universe like this, and he lives in Vaikuntha, Golok Vrindavan. All these things the scriptures tell us. This is official information. But the devotees of the Lord, the pure devotees of the Lord, they can not only just reveal the official informations given in the scriptures, but they can also reveal to us the hidden messages within the scriptures, which can help us to know the name, fame, qualities, and pastimes of the Lord, His personality, the Supreme Lord's personality, that He is also like a person. He also has feelings. He also loves. He also wants to be loved. So these things are revealed to us by the Lord's devotees, who are pure devotees, who have actually realized Him. So in this way, this is the only way. So that is why logics and reasonings and our own intelligence and researches works to find about the existence of God up to some limit, some standard. But beyond, if you want to know in detail, then we need to approach scriptures. And that is why in this session, which is very important, we are going to discuss about. So in this session, we'll discuss that these scriptures, known as manual of life, manual of especially human life, like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Upanishads, Puranas, Vedas, they are not mythologies, they are facts. So we are going to prove through logics, reasonings, and scientific researches, and some predictions, observing some predictions, applying these knowledge and principles of these scriptures in our day-to-day life. So by all these things, we are going to logically prove that these scriptures are not mythology, but they are facts. They present facts to us. So this is very wonderful session. So please hear attentively. You will enjoy it, and you will actually appreciate it if you hear attentively. And all your doubts will get nullified. So discover manual of life. Access the truth beyond defects. If you want to access the truth beyond defects, then one has to refer to manual of life. Why it is so, we are going to discuss. Because we have some defects because of which, with our own intelligence, we cannot actually access the real truth. So there are indefeatable Vedic truths which were there in the scriptures, but only when somebody came and proved, it was accepted. Just like his Dr. Bosch. So he is the person who first proved that plants have life. But in our scriptures, already there are descriptions that plants also have life. Their souls are there within plants, like we hear from Krishna Lila, Lord Krishna in Damodar Lila. She uprooted two twins, Arjuna trees, and two souls, great souls, the sons of Kubera, Nal Kubera and Manigriv. They came out of that tree and they attained the heavenly destinations. So this is there in the Shastras, and there are many other examples where we find that trees and plants, they also have life and they also have souls within it. Later on, scientists, they researched and they proved. So this is another proof. Then there are descriptions about embryology in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto. Lord Kapil Dev, he describes how the birth of a child happens, and how does the soul acquires the body, what are the processes, how does the body is developed within the womb, everything, each and every step, everything is described, right from the day of conception, when a man injects the soul within the womb of the mother. From that day onwards till the child takes birth, Lord Kapil Dev in one chapter very nicely explains everything. How does the growth of the body within the womb happens? And when this medical science advanced, they researched, so they also found the same this same way. They also found, which is already explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is another proof. Another is cow dung and cow products are beneficial. So from time immemorial in Vedic culture, people, they were using cow dung and cow products as a medicine. But later on, medical research has happened, and they proved that yes, cow dung contains so many antiseptic antiseptic chemicals and things which can actually destroy all kinds of this diseases. So this was proved. This is another. So like that, there are many things. Ayurveda is there in the scriptures. USA yoga, USA yoga. Actually, it is Vedic yoga, but they have used it and they made it USA yoga. Vedic maths is there. Vedic cosmography and astronomy is there. Soul consciousness, astrology, ancient Indian metallurgy, all departments of knowledge. Vastu Shastra is there, organic farming, all these things which are very famous nowadays. Every one of us, we know. Ayurveda, we know. Vastu Shastra, we know. Astrology, we know. And organic farming and this yoga exercises, all these things are used by modern men for their sense gratification. Although they use all these things from Vedic literature and they use it, but they are so ungrateful that they deny the existence of God. Just see the fun, how ungrateful the modern civilization has become. They use the Vedic things, Vastu and yoga, Ayurveda, and cosmology, this astronomy, astrology, all these things, and Vedic mathematics, everything they use. And then they say this Vedic literature is a mythology. Just see. So, but those who are intelligent, they accept Vedic truths. So, in this session, Discover Manual of Life, we will first discuss about a short story. 6 blind men and 1 wise man story is there, and we'll discuss there are 3 ways to gain knowledge, and out of these 3 ways, one single way is the perfect way of gaining knowledge. The rest of the 2 ways of gaining knowledge are not so perfect. And then we'll discuss third aspect of this session will be 4 defects lead to imperfect knowledge. And scientific research, can it offer complete knowledge to us? And then finally, Vedas offer perfect and complete knowledge. So this will be the subject matter of this session. So once upon a time, there were 6 blind men. So they wanted to know exactly how an elephant looks like. So all the 6 people, they are blind. So an elephant is a very giant entity. So every one of them, they went and they got hold of some part of elephant. Somebody caught this legs, ears, and like this different person, they got hold of different parts of the elephant, and according to their experience of touch with touch sensation, they thought of elephant. Somebody thought of elephant like a snake. Somebody thought of elephant is like a this rope. Somebody thought of it like wall, big wall, trunk, arrow, like this. So in this way, although all these 6 people, they experienced some part of the elephant, they touched it, they experienced, and that is true. But their conclusion regarding the shape of entire elephant is wrong. So similarly, when one goes on researching to find out what exactly this universe is and how it is created and who created, so scientists they research on one particular aspect or angle of the universe, and accordingly they come to some conclusion. So the whole complete picture is not actually touched by any scientist. It's not possible actually, because this universe is so big, no single person can actually comprehend the entire truth about the universe. It's not at all possible. What to speak of these scientists who have only very limited intelligence and very their age is also very limited, 60, 70, 80 years at most they can live. Not only these scientists, but even earlier, the great rishis and munis who had the ages up to 60,000, 70,000, 80,000 years. They used to live so long, and they had such a sharp intelligence with their yogic power. They used to understand this structure of the universe, but still they also could not fully understand the universe, and they also could not fully know how does this universe is created. Even Lord Brahma, who is actually secondary creator. After Lord Vishnu, Brahma only he has created everything. Shiva Lord Brahma doesn't know what he has created because Lord Brahma was given intelligence and knowledge was supplied by Lord Vishnu, and he became an instrument and created so many things. But even he doesn't know exactly about this universe. There was one rishi, great rishi, known as Markandeya Rishi. I think some of you might have heard his name. He's a very great rishi. He performed austerities for 180 crores years. Not a joke. 180 crores of years. Vishwamitra Rishi performed austerities only for 60,000 years. That itself is a great. And Vishwamitra Rishi, he actually fell down when many kind of Rishi came. But this Rishi, Markandeya Rishi, he was so powerful in his austerity, and he had so sharp intelligence and such a nice control over his mind and senses that he could not be defeated by Indra. Lord Indra sent many apsaras to seduce him, but Lord Indra failed. These apsaras, beautiful damsels of heaven, they could not seduce Markandeya Rishi. So in this way, he was performing such a great austerity. And finally, when he completed his austerity and he actually defeated Maya, and Lord Indra also could not defeat him, then Lord Narayana appeared, being pleased with his austerities. And Lord Narayana said, "Okay, Markandeya Rishi, I am very much pleased with your austerities. What do you want? Please ask some boon." So Markandeya Rishi asked, "My dear Lord, I want to understand your creation, your Maya." Just imagine. He performed austerity, is so intelligent, such a big rishi. 180 crores years he performed austerities, but he also could not understand what this creation, what is Maya. Maya means Lord's energy, which are involved in this material world, in creation, maintenance, functioning, and destruction. This is known as Maya. Maya has got so many different meanings. So one of the meaning is Maya means Lord's energy, which is so powerful that nobody can understand it. So Markandeya Rishi wanted to know this, but Lord warned him, no, you don't try to know my Maya. You cannot understand, just leave it. You think about yourself and deliver yourself from this material existence. But Markandeya Rishi had the desire to understand what is this creation, what is this Maya. So Lord then said, "Okay, tathastu." And as soon as the Lord said, immediately Markandeya Rishi, he started experiencing that devastation is happening all over the universe. And everywhere, all the planets, everywhere only water of devastation is there, nothing else. Such a big ocean is created that all the planets are just drowning, and no living entities are in existence. Only Markandeya Rishi, and everywhere, wherever he is going, he is just swimming and swimming and swimming. Nothing he could see except water. So in this way, for many thousands of years, he was just swimming and swimming and swimming. Finally, he came to one island. That island, the name of that island is Navadip. He came to near the shore of one island, and there he saw Vatapatra Shai, Lord Krishna, in the form of a small baby. He was lying down in a leaf. So he approached that small boy, baby, and he could not understand he is Supreme Lord, but he just approached. But as soon as he came near the baby, Lord Krishna he just took one breath, and in that one breath, the Markandeya Rishi came inside the Lord. And when he came inside the Lord, again he saw the entire universe as it is. So he was completely mesmerized. He was completely perplexed. What is this? I came inside the body of that baby, and I am within the body. I am seeing this universe. What is this? Then again the Lord took one breath out, and the Markandeya Rishi came out of the body. And again he is saying devastation water. So he's confused. What is this? Now also I am within the universe, and within the universe this boy is there, lying down on a leaf. And when I went inside that boy, his body went inside his body. The entire universe is there. So what is this? Is the boy within the universe, or the universe within the boy, within the baby? He could not understand. Then finally understood. this baby, small baby, is not no one else but my dear Lord Krishna himself. And then he started offering his prayers and dandavats, and finally he agreed and submitted his himself, and he said, "My dear Lord, I do not want to understand your creation. Please, I simply want to become your devotee. Please accept your humble servant." So in this way, Lord said, "Okay, tathastu." And again, immediately everything as it is remained. He was sitting in his ashram as it is, as earlier he was performing his austerity. So this is a great story. This is mentioned in one Puranas. I just explained this story, this katha, just to explain this point that nobody can understand what the creation is. So it's not possible simply by our scientific researches. So you can just imagine if Markandeya Rishi cannot understand the creation, Lord Brahma cannot understand the creation. So what the scientific research is done by teeny scientists who are having very meager intelligence, they can understand about the universe. Not possible. And about the purpose of the creation. Okay. Anyway, so we will move ahead. So these are three ways. There are three ways of gaining knowledge: Pratyaksha Praman, Anuman Praman, and Sabda Praman. Pratyaksha Praman means direct sense perception. Anuman Praman means theories based on observation, guesswork, and Sabda Praman is hearing from a bona fide authority. So these three ways are there, how one gains knowledge in this world. So we'll discuss about this in detail tomorrow and understand these three, which is the perfect way of gaining knowledge. Okay. So thank you very much. With this, we close here. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. I hope I was understandable to you and you liked the session and you want to know more about it. Okay. So if there are any questions, you are welcome to ask.
Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam.
Yeah, yes, Jitesh, Hare Krishna.
Could you please tell us about what Arjuna got to know about plants from Bhagavad Gita again?
About plants? Yeah. So Arjuna got to know not only just about plants and animals, but everything. That everything is being run and being run and controlled by the Supreme Lord Krishna. Krishna is present within everything. Krishna is there. And Arjuna understood this. Krishna, in the form of super soul, Paramatma, he lives in each and every living entity's body, and he only directs everything. So I just need to become an instrument in the hands of Krishna. That means whatever he wants from me, I should execute his order. Karishya vachanam tava. This is what Arjuna understood after hearing Bhagavad Gita.
Prabhuji, someone had understood exclusively something about plants from Bhagavad Gita, or somebody else, not Arjuna, you had said.
We are interested to know what Arjuna understood. We are not interested to know somebody who developed some understanding apart from Arjuna. That is not required. That will be a misleading understanding because Arjuna is a devotee. Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So whatever understanding Arjuna developed, that is perfect understanding. And we follow that understanding. Although there are many people who understood Bhagavad Gita in their own way, but this is all misinterpretation. Somebody understood Bhagavad Gita like that Bhagavad Gita teaches us Ayurveda is the best medicine. This is not the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. Non-violence is the goal of life. This is not the understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Although these things are mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, that one should, the devotee is a non-violent and we should have sattvic ahar. All these things are mentioned, but this is not the purpose. The purpose should be taken, the principle should be taken and practiced. Okay, anyway, so we have some questions regarding this session. I have a doubt if plant have life, so why Krishna use basuri, which is made up of bamboo, which is plant? Okay, good question. But Lord Krishna uses basuri, which is made up of plant, but that basuri bamboo, that basuri flute is also a living entity. That flute is a devotee of Krishna, and he likes to be used by Krishna. And that flute is a descendant of bamboo, and bamboo, they are very proud of having such a descendant who is being used by Krishna to play flute. So there's nothing wrong in that. They all like it, they all enjoy it. Krishna did not harm bamboo trees. Rather, bamboo trees, they voluntarily offered their descendant as flute to Krishna so that he can enjoy, and they also enjoy it. And flute also enjoy it. The flute in the spiritual world, flute which Krishna uses to play, that is not non-living entity. That is a pure devotee of Krishna. Okay, next question. We need pure devotees for this. Yes, of course, we need pure devotees to understand fully about the truth about this world. How should we worship God? Okay, Raghav has asked a very nice question. So we should worship God as God wants us to worship Him. And how does God wants us to worship Him? That He explains in Bhagavad Gita, and His devotees explain how you should worship God. So in this way we should worship God. And God says in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Man manabha mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. You always think of me. You chant my name. So you chant Hare Krishna. So if you chant Hare Krishna, this is the best form of worshipping Krishna. So Janmashtami is coming. So all of you, my request, humble request, that in this Janmashtami, offer this chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra as a gift to Krishna. You promise Krishna that this Janmashtami will start to chant your holy name every day. Either 2 rounds, 4 rounds daily, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, whatever you can do. And gradually you can increase. So this is the way. Okay, Raghav, will you start chanting from today? So as you said, universe and God is completely impossible to understand. So what exactly we are running for? Okay, very nice question. So yes, it's very difficult to understand completely about God. But I said, we cannot understand universe and God by our own intelligence, our own researches. But we can understand God and universe and purpose of life if we properly take shelter of scriptures like Bhagavad Gita and properly hear from devotees of Krishna. Then we can also fully understand Krishna and take advantage of this understanding of Bhagavad Gita and make our life successful. Okay. Can we understand plan of Krishna as Rishi got confused? He was on high position. Yes, we can understand plan of Krishna if we take shelter of his devotees. His devotees can guide us completely. Okay. So right now time is going to end.